Florida Atlantic. We'll call him Mel, see what's good, and we're gonna go down to sports topics from the weekend. He'll call me back. Big weekend, big weekend. All our teams are alive, all of them. See if he picks up. He'll call me.
Please leave your...
All right, here's what we got going so far. 2 teams to win it all. Houston, 6-1. They were the favorite, but I've been following them for 3 years. We got Houston to win it all, and we got Florida Atlantic at plus $20,000. $100 pays $20,000. They're in the Sweet 16. So that's going to get fun. I wasn't crazy about how they played against FDU last night, but they're going to have to play a much better game against Tennessee. But they're in the Sweet 16, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm so disappointed in all my friends not named Steve Corso or Dante. I'm gonna tell Mel exactly what I was about to say. What up, Mel?
Yo, what up, broski?
Chilling. I was just going over that Florida Atlantic game. Just going over the Florida Atlantic. Big one.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, they got to play better to beat Tennessee, though, Mel. They're going to have to play better.
Play a lot better, bro, because that was a 16 seed.
Yeah.
That was a Division III before they transferred over.
Yeah.
And all that extra, and they struggled a little bit. Even though they had the big Russian kid or whatever he is, they know how to play against big guys, bro. They know how to keep the big guys out of the game.
The Russian didn't play well. Number 4, I saw him miss 2 foul shots. That's a no-no.
Davis kept them in the game. If it wasn't for Davis, they lose.
Yeah, number 1, Davis for FAU. He's their money man. You can tell he's the money man.
25, 11, and 5 steals.
Yeah. And I can't believe. Yeah. And you know what? Like, I don't know if they said he was the 6th man of the year in the conference or something. He won some kind of award. I don't know if he was coming off the bench or not.
I know FDU was the smallest Division I team in college basketball.
And I saw that thing that you said too. They had 4 guys come over from D3 with the head coach last year. So those guys were playing like Ramapo and Willie P and shit last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I give them a lot of credit, bro.
It goes to show you how many good basketball players are in this country.
Right, and what's that field? The 64, right? That started out as 64 teams, right?
64, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
Very tough.
A
lot of upsets.
They did pretty good, bro. They should never hang their head, that team.
You know that 3 years in a row, a 15 or a 16 won a game, and before that, it didn't happen since like 1971. So it just goes to show you everybody's catching up.
Yeah, the competition's getting better
Everywhere.
It's like we said the other day, how these kids are getting so much better because all the videos.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I could be a good judge of this because I played at D3 basketball and football, and the fucking basketball players were way better than the football. Like when I went to basketball, I was like, wow, these guys are really good. D3, it's kind of like D1. And then when I went to football, I was like, shit, man, I'm fucking way too good for these guys. I don't belong here. I swear to God, that's how I felt. I'm just telling you the story, you know?
Right, no, that's how it is. That's true.
I went to receiver at William Patterson. I was like fucking Deion Sanders. When I went to go play combo guard at Ramapo, I wasn't like Michael Jordan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, yeah. Hey,
kids are so advanced now, boy.
Yeah. Hey, did you see the big news on the coaching spectrum today?
No.
I'm going to make you say this guy's name. We're going to play password real quick. You're going to guess the name in 1 second. If I say the school and you don't get it, I'm going to lead you down the road. St. John's.
St. John's?
Who'd they hire today?
Chris Mullen?
Oh, okay. You don't know, so I'm going to make you guess it. Ready? Who did you want to play for when you were a young guy your whole life? Who did you want to play for?
Luke Arteseca.
Okay. Luke Arteseca. Old, Italian, right? Little elderly side, Italian, right? Think exactly that. I want you to think a little bit old, Italian, and a legend. They just signed them today. So there's only a couple of them, Mel. How many little old Italian legends are there?
That's a tough one. There's a bunch of old Italians.
Well, think of the best 3 coaches in college basketball and pick the smallest one. But it's got to be an Italian last name. It's going to come right to your mind.
Best college coach.
Okay, not Calipari. It's almost like when you say apples and oranges. Not Calipari. Who's the other one?
Krzyzewski.
No, that's Polish, man. Come on, Mel. Damn, Krzyzewski. Are you sure you're not Polish?
And I might be a little bit at that.
I could say that. Polish people, don't get offended. I have Polish blood in me, so don't worry.
I don't know. You got me on this one. Who?
Oh, you're gonna be so upset that I told you. You want me to give you his initials?
Go ahead.
RP.
RP.
Oh, you just got a mental block because he's famous. He's famous, super famous.
And he's old.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's like one of the greatest coaches ever in college. He had a cup of coffee in the NBA about 25, 30 years ago. He didn't like it. Went right back to college. Been there ever since. Legend. Coach Jamal Mashburn. Coach fucking everybody. He got in trouble a couple years ago with the prostitutes up at Louisville. They said they were giving them to students or something. I'm trying to give you hints.
I know. But that was too funny. That one, give it a props.
Yeah, they had a thing. The players were getting dances, and they said he knew about it. There was a big scandal. He actually left the school, and he went to a small little college, and he got him in the fucking NCAA tournament 3 years in a row. They just got beat this weekend. Oh, who did UConn beat?
I don't know who you
They beat Iona. You're not going to get it. I got you stumped. Do you know who just coached Iona for 3 years? Little shitty Iona. He got him in the NCAA tournament 3 years in a row.
Nope, no clue.
Rick Pitino.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Louisville.
Yes. He was at Kentucky years ago. Then he made his way. Then he got to Louisville a few years ago, and then they had that little scandal. Remember?
Right. So who signed him?
Fuck it. So he's been in Iona. He just got all the way to the tournament again. They just got bounced by UConn, and they just flashed it on ESPN. St. John's hires Rick Pitino, 70 years old, to a 6-year deal. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking impressive. They gave a 70-year-old guy a 6-year deal. It just goes to show you, if you have that spunk and that energy and that drive, you could coach forever.
He's got that knowledge.
He's got the knowledge. He takes care of himself. He's young at heart. Like Rick Pitino's got a good personality. He's got that fire. And he's a basketball savant.
Yeah, he is.
He's a fucking so Rick Pitino's at St. John's. And they thought that he wouldn't go to St. John's because they said St. John's is way behind in the gym and the art, like the shit that like the campus is supposed to have. They say it's like a shithole. They gotta really they gotta bring it up. Like Madison Square Garden is not enough to sell kids on anymore. Like they need the fucking weight room, the state-of-the-art shit, you know?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh, you could play at Madison Square Garden. Well, where do we train? Oh, the YMCA. No, that's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work, right? And he'll get it done though.
Right, yeah, he will for sure. So I was pretty impressed about that because I like St. John's. I think Chris Mullen was the coach, but I don't know if he was the coach up until this year. Remember, he was there for a couple years, right?
Yeah, I thought for sure they would have. I thought they were gonna bring somebody like him, Mark Jackson.
Yeah. I wonder what the deal is with Mark Jackson. He never got a coaching job, and I love Mark Jackson. I wonder if there's something with him that we don't know.
I just think he just don't want to do it because he's had probably many offers.
You think?
Yeah, I just think he's just probably comfortable, sitting on a little thing there, doing a little commentating, and I think he's comfortable with it.
Right. So what is that thing you ordered today, Mel?
I put my phone on it, and it'll follow the game by itself.
Wait, but you have to have the whole game in the screen to start, or no?
Well, the phone will turn. The phone will turn and move.
How does it do that? Wow, that's amazing.
It's censored. It's motion censored.
That is awesome. We're hitting a point where I can't even explain the shit to my dad. Even if I know the answer and he asks me, it's not gonna compute to him.
Right.
Imagine I'm telling my dad, yeah, we put the camera on a tripod. Well, who films the game? The tripod. Oh, Maron.
Yeah.
Maron. The stand actually does the work. Oh, God. So, you know what? I saw somebody's parent have something on a stand. I wonder if they had the motion thing, too.
If they were holding it, then no.
Right. I don't know.
You don't have to hold it.
I don't know. We gotta see. Hey, the good games coming up Thursday, Sweet 16. I got your game highlighted. Your boys, UCLA, Amari Bailey. They're playing Gonzaga. That's a big one.
Okay.
Gonzaga.
Oh yeah, he's good. Hey, did you see Shaka is a coach?
Yeah. Well, I forgot what school, but I saw him. Where was he coaching? Shaka Smart, right?
Yeah. I didn't know he was a coach.
Yeah. He got a team into the Sweet 16 his first year, like 3 years ago. He got a job.
Michigan last night. He played against Michigan last night. Whoever played Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Izzo was talking about him.
Oh, Michigan State.
Yeah, it's Michigan State. Yeah.
Right. Michigan State. That's right. Who the hell? Wait. Michigan State won, right? They upset somebody.
Yep.
They upset a decent team, but this is fun. There's a lot of good teams left, man. We got Xavier. We got Miami. The Miami Hurricanes. They're playing somebody, right? Miami still going? Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Miami's playing somebody. They might be playing Xavier. Oh no, they're playing Houston. Miami's playing Houston. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I like Xavier though. I like their point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the other point guard. The little. He got like a half moon part in his head, and he had like 12 assists.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
He's
Hey,
a New York kid.
What do you think about these young guys' haircuts where it looks like a fucking palm tree is coming out? It's a weird style. Are we getting that old, Mel?
Yeah, it's definitely a weird style.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I see it. They're
Like, oh, let me shave my head on the sides and leave a palm tree hanging. Like, I don't know what the style is.
not like that.
I don't know.
I think that's a mixed breed haircut or something. You gotta have that kind of hair to have that. You know, white kid can't do that. Or black kid can't do that.
Yo, you know what's funny?
You gotta be a little bit mixed.
You gotta have fucked up hair in some way. And I'm not even talking about like what race the person is, but you're right. A certain person can only wear that hairstyle. And you know what's funny? My cousins. Listen to this. My cousins, they're twins. They're 19 years old. 100% Italian. They got the haircut and the curly, crazy hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's the Italian, like the super Italian hair or something. Their father's got crazy curly hair.
Yeah, you got crazy curly hair and then a little bit of kinkiness to it.
Yes. My two super Italian cousins got the exact haircut. You got to be super Italian, mixed, or that's it, I think. Oh man, I'm looking at the all the things for the games. This is wide open, man. Do you think there's one team that's above everybody else? I don't see it.
I like that point guard team.
For Xavier, really that much?
Huh?
For Xavier, that team?
No, it's not Xavier. It's the other team that they just played. Man.
Oh no.
I'll find it.
I thought you told me it was
He's a New
Xavier.
York kid. He's going back to New York too. He hasn't been to New York in three seasons.
Really?
So.
Hey, you know what's funny about my boys? They got this word for like 2 years. Oh, we got boots on the ground. Yo, fucking in January, they're telling me, oh, we got boots on the ground in Sweden. What are you talking about? All the surfers in Sweden. He's got a girl over there. He's watching the hockey team. I was literally betting a semi-pro hockey league like 3 months ago because we had boots on the ground in Sweden, supposedly. And now I'm across the street from FAU. I am the definition of boots on the ground. I've been watching this team since before Valentine's Day. Crickets, Mel. Now one fucking person listened to me, and now they're in the Sweet 16. $20,000, 2 more rounds. But 2 people did take it, Dante and my friend Steve. But if I call 20 guys and I'm boots on the ground at Florida Atlantic, how could they not listen to me? You know that, Mel?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I don't know. These guys are sleeping. So what's the word for the practice schedule? Tuesday, Thursday?
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, the tournament this weekend.
Cool. You got to give me all that info and.
Yeah, you gotta give me that address.
Okay. Oh, John's.
John's address.
Right.
So I can see exactly how far that is from my house.
Yeah, I got to get his address in Naples, the gym's address, and we got to figure everything out for. We'll figure it out tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go, Mel. I'm gonna hang up and do a few things, and I'll call you later.
All right, bro.
All right, Mel.
All right,
Later. So, yeah, that was Carmelo. We got a big tournament again this weekend. We're out in Naples, AAU. It's our 4th or 5th tournament with this team. Got a couple more Next weekend we got another one, running it back. We got to the final four of a big one over at the big house this past weekend, but we were a little undermanned, and we kind of got sped up in that last game. We got a little tired, and it's just a room to grow. We'll be better for the next tournament for sure. And we already added 2 guys, so instead of going with 8, we'll go with 10. We had a 7-player rotation, smashing the other teams with 10-man rotations, bigger guys. We were undersized, the youngest and the lowest roster as far as numbers, and we had a real good tournament. So I'm looking forward to the last ones coming up. UFC this past weekend, Leon Edwards. I'm very surprised. I didn't think Leon Edwards was going to beat Kamaru Usman at all. From what I heard is the angle of the altitude. That's really interesting. The last fight that Edwards and Usman fought a couple months ago, that we saw Leon Edwards go stale in rounds 2, 3, and 4. Then he landed that home run kick later, but I think it was the altitude. He was in high altitude in that last fight. Very sluggish, won the fight on a home run kick. Now all of a sudden, this fight, back to a normal altitude. So we checked, where does Usman train? Colorado, 400 feet above sea level. Where does Edwards train? England, 42 feet above sea level. So that's really not too good to get ready for the altitude. So that second fight was a little misleading with Edwards sucking wind out there in Utah. This one, he beat him. He beat him. Usman has needed knee replacements for like the last 4 years. I know for a fact he cannot even run. His takedowns, I know he's a wrestler, but if you got bad knees like that, you don't want to. I know he's not practicing wrestling a lot with those bad knees, so I don't know how sharp Usman's wrestling really is. I mean, he's strong and he can hold you down, but I don't know how strong. I can't say how strong Usman is, but I don't think that he's gonna keep coming back around and win another title. I don't understand why Colby Covington's getting the shot. Why is Colby Covington getting a title shot? That doesn't make any sense. Dana White never makes a fight during the post-fight press conference, and he's like, "Oh, Colby Covington's getting the next shot." Why? What did Colby Covington do besides beat George Masvidal, get punched in the face outside of Poppy's Steakhouse right here in Miami, and then sit on the shelf for a year or whatever it was, and then come back? Now Colby gets the shot just because he weighed in? If all you have to do is weigh in for a fight to get the next title shot, I want to join the UFC. I'm gonna cut down. I would make 55. If you told me, well, listen, you don't have to fight anybody, Nooch, but if you can get to 155 in 12 weeks, you get the title shot. All right, what am I now? 180, 177. I could get 55. If there were, you know what? It must be easier to diet when you got like 30 G's in front of you for a fight. Like, I don't know what the small time. Let's talk about the lowest stature. Imagine you just made it to the UFC. You're only making $20,000 for this fight, or $10,000. But if I had to make a weight and I was making 5 G's, like nobody's ever paid me to go on a diet. Like, I think I would diet much better if I had that incentive. Like, the incentive to look good is cool, but when you're hungry, you don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I really want those abs for the beach. It's 10 p.m. I could really go for that donut over there. And then you start rationalizing with yourself. You ever have that rational conversation with like the angel and the devil? It's like, I shouldn't eat. I'm trying to diet. Who am I gonna see? Yeah, give me the donut. Give me the donut. I'll do extra cardio tomorrow. That's another one of my bad habits. I could eat a little bit. I could eat a little bit now. I'll do more cardio tomorrow. No, it doesn't come in like that. But I'm starting, like, your strengths are your weaknesses. It's like the yin and the yang. So I'm starting to know myself. The intermittent fasting, it's like, all right, I'm gonna eat at 5 o'clock. 5 to 5 is 12 hours. 6, 7, 8, 9. I could eat at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Then it's like 8 o'clock, and I start devil angel. It's like, all right, maybe I didn't get enough calories today. What did I do all that hard training for if I don't have enough? Then I'm gonna be depleted. No, I'll have a shake at 8. So 8 to 8, 9 to, I could eat at noon. You know where I'm going with this, right? And noon comes around. No, then 10 o'clock comes around. Why am I so hungry? It must be because I trained so hard today. My body's telling me something. Listen to your body. People do say, oh, okay, 10 o'clock, 10 to 10, 11, I could eat at 2. Before you know it, I can't eat till dinner time the next day. No more rationalizing with myself. No more of that stuff. But it's just fun, all this stuff. NBA MVP, looking at that. Embiid and Joker. Now, Joker won the last 2. He's going for 3. But Nooch, the voter, voted for Embiid last year. I thought Embiid was the NBA MVP. I disagreed with a lot of MVPs over the last 20 years. The year Shaq got it, I thought it was supposed to be Jason Kidd's MVP. I don't think that, there was sports writers. There was a sports writer in the NFL this year that voted for Josh Allen for MVP. Listen, I like Josh Allen just as much as you, but if somebody voted for Josh Allen to be the MVP this past year, that means they saw everyone else, Mahomes, Hurts, everybody, and voted for Allen. They should rescind that guy's his credentials. Take him away, send him somewhere, get him checked out. You can never come back. Like it's really crazy. But another guy I'll never support again is Kendrick Perkins. Speaking about MVP races, I'm not going to get into it, but after what I saw from Kendrick Perkins, I'll never fuck with him again. Nah, I'm not into dividing people. That's why if I feel a certain way, if one person says something that's pertaining to race, I always try to think about it, because this person could be an idiot. He doesn't know any of my friends that look exactly like him. Something like, you're not one of my friends, and you don't speak for my friends or me. So you really got to take things with a grain of salt. So we'll see. I just wanted to get cooking. I did a 40-minuter yesterday, and it went into cyberspace. I lost the whole show. So we're back. I'll be back at headquarters in shortly. But I'm gonna start doing more and more. Let me know what you want to hear in the comments. Anything that you guys want to hear or me talk about, or just interesting shit, let me know. I'll probably go on live for Thursday. So let me know what's going on. Nooch, Neighborhood Picks, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys shortly.